I can put something underneath there, maybe. A couple of thumbs. Oh, is that going to do it? Hello everybody, Leapin' here, and how are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good myself. So, I took the Taurus to the range. You know, this guy here. Took it to the range. Yes, it's unloaded, and it's dirty. Well, not too bad. I must say, any distance greater than 15 feet, well, it did hit the target at 60 feet, although that was lucky. But, this is more of a 3 to 10 yard, maybe, type of pistol. But, shot great, and the groupings were average. They weren't the best, although that could have been me, because I'm not used to revolvers. But they were good enough to officiate a well, neutralization, I guess you could say. So took that to the range. But today we're not talking about that revolver so much, the 856. Today we're talking about a pistol that my grandfather got, which you can see right here in the corner, from the Second World War. Now, my grandfather, he was in the 20th Armored Division. Here's his patch right here. He was in Camp Campbell, Kentucky, I believe. And he then shipped over to France. Just a minute. Alright. He disembarked at the French port of Le Havre in February 1945. In April, the division moved through Belgium and into Germany. I'm reading this off the Holocaust Encyclopedia. Later that month, the 20th advanced deep into Bavaria, crossing the Danube River and capturing the city of Munich on April 30th, 1945. He was part of that battle. The end of hostilities found this tank division in Austria, and he was in Austria as well. He did take place in the liberation of Dachau concentration camp. So they earned the nickname the Liberators later on. In fact, he didn't talk about Dachau much. He didn't talk about it, which I don't blame him. If you don't know, Dachau was a concentration camp for political prisoners and other, as they deemed, unworthy people. And included Jewish, gays, whatever else you can think of. A very horrible deal. But he was part of the liberation. He did take part in the Battle of Munich, which was quite a deal. But I'll tell that another time. Today we're looking at a firearm that he picked up off of an officer. I believe it was in Munich. So this pistol, first we're going to take a look at the case. Here's the case of it. You can tell it's well worn, genuine leather. Very nice case. Everything still works beautifully on it. Put this through. Come on. There we go. Just like that. Put that over there. And here is the pistol itself. This here is a Pieper Bayard in 7.65, which is also known as 32 Auto. If you don't know what 32 Auto looks like, this right here is 32 Auto. Compare that against, I believe this is 9mm Luger. To the snap cap, which is a 9mm Luger. And then compare that to a 38 Special. You can tell, much taller. So 32, 9x19, 38. Now, the Pieper Bayard is an interesting pistol. As you can tell, if you look at the barrel, it's underneath the slide. And yes, we will check this. The magazine drop is here at the heel. Push that down. Pull this out. I believe it's a 6-shot. Maybe a 4, 5. Not very much. It's empty. And that was a super heavy pull to do that. But yeah, this here was actually made in Belgium in World War I. You can see here we have German proof marks from this First World War. Which is interesting to me that an officer in World War II, a German officer, would carry one of these. And in 32 ACP. But from what I read online, many officers had pistols were in 32 ACP. However, not many of them were Bayards like this one. Most of them were Walthers. And I think that's mainly it. There's the Bayard Horseman there. As you can see here, HN's Establishments Pieper, Herschel, Belgium. Look at the sights on these things. Move the eagle. Look at these sights. You talk about tiny. Can you see that? Look how tiny that front post is. Them Germans back then, Belgians, must have had a really good eyesight. They must have ate a lot of carrots. Because let me tell you, that, my goodness. I don't know if he could even get an accurate sight picture off of that. It's very robust, very heavy. These here are hard plastic. Well, I guess technically it wouldn't have been plastic back then. It would have been Bakelite. The breakdown of this is actually not easy. There's a way to do it. You gotta force that up and then do some magic tricks and get it apart. I have had this part once, and that was 5 years ago. Haven't had it apart since. And let's just establish one more time it's empty. No shells in there. This is hammer fired. It is single action. There's your safe and your fire right there. Okay. Safe. flip it forward. Actually, you'd probably do this, most likely. Just flip that like that. And then the poundage on it is tight. I'm going to say that's probably a 6.5, 7 pound trigger pull. It's not light at all. It's not light. Now, if you know anything about baby Brownings, they were very popular. This here is almost like a clone of a baby Browning. Many of the baby Brownings had their barrels on the bottom, just like this, with their slides on top. From what I understand, they work perfectly. Have I shot this? No. Will I shoot it? I don't know. Slightly scared to be honest with you, especially with today's ammunition. Although it has held up to these. Except these were made in 1991. They probably lost some of their punch. I'm pretty sure of it. I got some new stuff. I don't know if I want to shoot it, though. You know, guys, I value my life. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll tell you one thing. You couldn't reload this very fast in a battle situation. Of course, this would be as a backup anyway. So, let's compare this to what I have, the smallest pistol that I got. Well, other than that one. Empty. The Ruger LCP2, and I am going to tell you right here, right now, I did take this to the range. This thing kicks like a mule. Okay? But it's accurate. So, this here's the 32. This is a 380. They did have these in 380s. They also had them in 25s as well. So, pretty neat. Take a look at the barrels. As you can tell, this one here is just a little bit longer, not much. I think it has about the same barrel length, though. The weight, well, I can tell you. This here is 16.9 ounces. This is significantly less. Probably around 10, 11. In fact, I can put this in my pocket and not even feel it. This I put in my pocket, I know I have it. So, yeah, I would not recommend one of these as a carry pistol. One, because of the round. Two, it's an antique. Why would you want to carry an antique? Some people do. Some people do. Good for them. Although I think Ruger could do a little bit better with their magazines. I'll be honest with you. Let's compare the cases real quick. About the same. In fact, the 380 almost fits, but not perfect, into the 32. Question is, will the 32 fit into the Ruger? I bet it will. Oh, yeah, like a glove. Well, not really. Just back. So I got some stats here, some specs, I guess you could say. They came in 6.35, also known as 25 ACP, I already told you that. 7.65, which that's what this is, and 32 ACP. And 9mm short, also known as 380, also known as 9x17. It is 16.9 ounces. It feels it. The overall length is 4.85 inches. The barrel length is 2.1 inch. The slide length is 4.8 inch, so most of it is the slide itself. And the frame width is a 1/2 inch. So, pretty stout. What else is there to say about this? Easy to take down, not really. I could try it. Oh, there we go. So the sight just comes up like that. That comes off. Spring comes out. Slide comes off. And there's your barrel. Your firing pin. And your hammer. See the hammer right there? It's your hammer. I think this thing needs a little work. What do you guys think? I mean, it is over 100 years old. It could use a polish. It could definitely use a polish. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Could use a little more oil, too. Yeah, I could definitely use a polish. But the quality of the craftsmanship is just outstanding. This is stout. So maybe I probably wouldn't be so afraid to operate this. Oh, good. Oh, boy. Never mind. Top there. This here's the spring. This here's your barrel, which is integrated into it. Yeah. So that's something you don't see today. Got it. Got it. Now the fun thing. Okay, I got it back together. Doing function tests. Oh yeah. Only need some oil though. Fire test. Nothing in the chamber. Yes. So, that was the Pieper Bayard Model 1908 pistol. Oh, before I go, there's two different versions of this. Okay? There is two different versions. You have the new model and the old model. This one here is the new model. The way that you can tell is the serrations are curved. Also, there's no screw here. You have the screw here and here. Here and here. And also the heel release is longer than the first model. In fact, I'll put up the first model now. Okay. And here's some old advertisements from that era. Alright. This has been Leapin' Leppin'. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, well, you know the drill. You're not stupid. But if you don't know the drill, comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, if you do subscribe, make sure to ring that little bell to get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Leapin' Leppin'. I'm out of here, folks. See ya in the next video.